Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Southern Ohio Sports Authority's presentation of SOC2 girls basketball. Tonight, we're set up here at Portsmouth West High School as the Lady Senators are set to take on the Lady Pirates of Wheelersburg in a pivotal SOC2 matchup here tonight. John, the last time these two teams hooked up was back on December 8th, so it's been about a month since they've came together. That was a 52-40 win for the Senators. I know we don't have the exact number of the
62.
streak. 62. I knew it was high. Portsmouth West snapping a 62-game. Now, it was just SOC winning streak, right? Yes. It was a 62-game league winning streak for the Pirates, was snapped by the Senators that night in the 52-40 win. That actually only Wheelersburg's loss on the season. Since then, they've won 10 straight and currently sit at 14-1, 10-1, coming off of a 79-25 win over Eastern. That was on Monday. As for Portsmouth West, 15-1, 11-1 in the SOC, technically up by half a game in the league standings. So that just makes the stakes so much more pivotal and important here tonight. The last game for the Senators was a 52-11 win over Oak Hill. That was also this past Monday. And the only loss for the Senators so far this season was a 55-49 loss. That was at Waverly. That was back on the 15th of December. And Waverly currently sitting at 10-5, 7-5 in the league. They're, I believe, 4th or 5th place in the SOC2. So they're definitely in the top half of the league. But that loss does represent the only loss on the season for the Larry Howell-led Senators. John, the stakes could not be much higher here tonight.
Yeah, this is a huge game with, SOC2. It really has a pretty good chance to decide the winner of the league.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, with how good Waverly is, Medford also very good. Southwebster. This is a loaded league, and there's a chance that the loser of this game can still draw even,
right?
Because I believe they both play Medford a second time.
And I don't know for sure if West has played Waverly the second time around yet.
I would say not, just because the stacking of the
because they played Wheelersburg before Waverly in the first half, so yeah, they definitely would have to play them in the second half as well. But really back-to-back pivotal SOC2 games for us, John. On Tuesday, it was Valley and Medford on the boys' side. They represented the 1 and 2. I guess you call it seeds in the league in terms of league rankings. And here we are again tonight with 1 and 2 on the girls' side. A loss for West would put Wheelersburg up by, I believe, half a game still, because they haven't played. West has played one more total game and one more league game than Wheelersburg coming into tonight, so neither team can be up or down a full game. As for West, since that Waverly loss on a 7-game win streak, so since each team has suffered their only losses, neither of them have lost since. So both teams with 7 or higher game win streaks coming into tonight. And both teams play this Saturday at Eastern Brown. And I don't know if there's an official name for it, but kind of a shootout type deal. 8 games and about on the schedule a little over or a little under 12 hours. But we all know that'll probably stretch a little more than that with Portsmouth West taking on Mercy McCauley. I think that is the 4th game on the slate for that day, and then Wheelersburg taking on Goshen. I think that is the 6th game.
It will have the stream
slate
of
that day. Right. We will, for any Berg faithfulists watching, we will have that game on Southern Ohio Sports Authority. We'll have the game before that and the game after that. And I cannot remember off the top of my head. The game after is Fairland, the game before that is before the Wheelersburg game is
Cincinnati Country Day. And then the game after is Jackson and Western Brown.
Right, so should be 3 pretty solid games for us over at Eastern Brown. Always a fun time to go over there and hang out with the Warriors of Eastern Brown. I've only been over there one time, if I can remember correctly.
It's a beautiful gym. It's a really good day of games. They do a really good job down there.
So we will pause for a moment here for the playing of the national anthem. Well, John, a bit of a unique way to sound off the national anthem. I know when me and Brian Smith were down in Portsmouth for the boys' game against Fairland, if I remember correctly, I can't remember if it was a trumpet or a saxophone, but we had a solo performance down there. It's always nice when you see high schools get away from the old just load it up on YouTube and sit it by the microphone. So creative national anthem from what I assume was the choir here at Portsmouth West.
It honestly makes it feel like more of a big game whenever you have, maybe they do it every game. I've been to a couple games they hadn't yet, so it just makes it feel like more of a big game atmosphere, and that's what this is today. Got a ton of athletes on the floor. Yeah. This won't be, this might be the last time these two match up on the hardwood. It wouldn't shock me to see these two match up again in the tournament, down the tournament trail. But also, we've got Macy Eaton.
Start with Wheelersburg, and then we'll make our way over to Portsmouth West.
Yeah, Macy Eaton, who was first-team All-Ohio in softball last year, homered in the state championship game where Wheelersburg won it.
Committed to Virginia as well.
Yeah, going to Virginia. And then you also, for West, Sidney McDermott, who was a second-team All-State softball, who's going to Valparaiso to play, which is also Division I. So they are loaded athletically. Both teams, you see these names, you see them in other sports, like with Rucker and Walker, Whitaker, Tilley for Wheelersburg, just some of the names you see, like I know Kiera Kennard and just going through with Coriel. That was the other one I was thinking of. Just a bunch of really good athletes. Then for West, you've got Howell and Sayer and Beaver and Howard to go along with McDermott. Just great athletes are going to be out here on the floor. Two teams that play really good defense. When I look down at the officiating crew, that's a good crew. Should be a good game. Two well-coached teams. You probably won't be able to hear it because of the crowd and just over top of us. But West talks better than any team defensively that I've seen all year. They communicate incredibly well, and they know where everybody is at all times. They use their height inside. Their guards are going to swarm you. They play a couple people off the bench, Kate Rollins and Alicia Andre. It's an extremely good, talented team, very athletic, very good defensively. Wheelersburg is a team that all they do is win.
That's right. We saw them a couple times in the postseason last year as well.
Yeah, and when we've seen before, Rucker is one of the most efficient players in Southern Ohio. Just shoots at a really high percentage, does a lot of really good things for them. Eaton is a beast inside. Whitaker and Walker can really shoot the ball. Should just be a really good, fun matchup here tonight. I'm excited that we're here.
One other thing we did forget to mention, John, is we kind of noticed it on the banners as we were setting up for the stream. Portsmouth West never won an SOC2 regular season title on the girls' side, so that's always, and you look up at the boys, and they haven't had one
since 1985.
So definitely a lot at stake here for the Senators. We're getting ready for the tip here at Portsmouth West High School. Portsmouth West in the home whites, Wheelersburg and the away blacks. And the Pirates come away with the tip for the first possession of the night here in tonight's SOC2 matchup. Rucker, a mid-range jumper on the way, too strong. Rebound goes to Lexi Deaver. She pushes it ahead and all the way down to Howell underneath for two. First points of the ball game.
Yeah, great job running the floor by West to immediately get a good look.
Into the corner, back to Deaver, dribbles it out, hands it off to Whitaker. In some trouble, doesn't have her dribble. And we'll have a 5-second call. That'll be a turnover for Wheelersburg. Quickly, I will go over the starters for both of these teams. First for Wheelersburg, number 5, Madison Whitaker, number 12, Kiera Kennard, number 25, McKenna Walker, number 31, Lexi Rucker, number 32, Macy Eaton. For the Senators, number 1, Malin Howell, number 12, Sydney McDermott, number 21, Emma Sayre, number 22, Lexi Deaver, and number 23, Charlie Joe Howard. This one poked away by Eaton, the first turnover of the game for the Senators. Eaton looking for a little coast-to-coast action, not going to be able to finish at the rim. Rebound goes to Howell.
Good help side defense.
Three ball on the way from the Senators is no good. It'll stay here as it was out of bounds on Wheelersburg.
Yeah, give that team rebound to the Senators, as you know, obviously no one gets credit for it. Get a good look from out of bounds here.
Howard inside, looking for the reverse layup, can't get it to go. Rebound goes to McKenna Walker. Pushed ahead to Deaver around the baseline. She'll bring it back out to the left wing. Back into the corner. Now back around the volleyball line to Whitaker. Seen her knock down a lot of big threes in the tournament run a season ago.
And you want to make sure you get a hand on her.
Eaton around the free throw line, drives inside, back out to Whitaker. Now to Kennard.
Good defense by the Senators. They switch everything up top, and they're going to get a steal for it.
One poked away by Sayre on the other end, off the glass for two. 4-0 Senators.
Yeah, with switching everything at the top of the key with their communication, Emma Sayre able to poke that out and get a layup.
On the other end, Wheelersburg looking for their first points of the game. Walker not able to finish at the rim. Rebound goes to Sayre.
Yeah, almost got it to roll home. Tough shot, though, going in towards the baseline.
Deaver at the top of the key, hands it off to Sayre. Weave offense here for the Senators. Howard inside, moving with the right hand, gets it to go off the glass.
Good move by Charlie Joe Howard. Knowing that there wasn't going to be extra help, gets a good look.
Deep three ball on the way, count it. McKenna Walker. Very deep three, first points of the game for the Pirates.
Walker able to step into the three. I know it's deep, but you know, with as good of a shooter as she is, anytime she can step into it, it's got a really good chance of going in.
Portsmouth West now looking to answer back up, leading 6-3 with a little under 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of tonight's matchup. Looking for Howell off the screen. We're going to have a kick ball. I think it may have been on Walker, so it'll stay here with the Senators.
Get it underneath. We'll see if they try to get something inside to Howell on her left hand. She's on the right block.
Sayre the inbound to Howell. Back to Sayre. Good defense from Kennard. Not going to make it easy.
Yeah, Sayre tried a lot of different things right there and did not get anywhere because of that defense by Kennard.
Deaver inside. One too many steps. That'll be another turnover for Portsmouth West.
Yeah, the second turnover for West. They've forced two for Wheelersburg so far, but just shot at a higher percentage.
4:28 to go here in the first quarter. 6-3 lead for the Senators. Entry pass to Whitaker on the right side. She brings it back over the middle around the volleyball line, over to Eaton on the left wing. Step back three for Walker off the rim. Won't go. Rebound Deaver. Kind of a drive and kick offense here in the early goings for Wheelersburg. Howell down low off the glass. Can't get it to go. Kennard the rebound.
Yeah, good look in transition. Just couldn't get the layup to fall. Good look.
On the other end, Eaton off the glass for two. Lead cut to one for Portsmouth West.
Good job by Kira Kennard to run the break there, and obviously to Eaton to get to the rim.
Top of the key, Sayre drives around the free throw line, kicks it out to McDermott, now to Howell, all the way over to Howard around the left wing, top of the key.
And all three of these guards for West can really shoot it too, so you're going to see.
Three ball from Howard off the rim and out. Another rebound for Kiera Kennard.
As I say, you're going to see Wheelersburg try to eliminate the three looks for them. Howard gets a good look, just unable to get it to fall.
Patient approach here from the Pirates. 6-5 lead from West. Cross-court pass. Three ball on the way, not able to connect. That was Rucker. And it'll be out of bounds on the Senators. Couple substitutions for Portsmouth West. Kate Rollins as well as Alicia Andre coming into the game. Annie Coriel checking in for the Pirates. Inbound pass to Rucker at the top of the key. Drives inside into the corner to Kennard. Picks up her dribble now back to Rucker.
Good defense so far by the Senators. Playing that West Side defense now where they want to be called the Siders on occasion.
Corner three from Rucker is no good. Give the rebound to Kate Rollins. On the other end, Howell off the glass and in. Counted in the foul. Chance for a three-point play for the senior.
Yeah, strong finish there by Malin Howell. I saw her a couple weeks ago, had 23 against Peebles. With using that left hand around the rim, she's very efficient for the Senators here.
Madison Whitaker checking back into the game. Jocelyn Tilley, I believe the first time we've seen her tonight. And those are all of the substitutions. Portsmouth West elects to stay the same. Howell able to knock down the free throw, and the lead is now to 4.
Howell with 5 points so far. She's 2 for 3 from the field. Big time and one layup there for the senior.
Rucker on the left wing around the free throw line all the way to Coriel. Beyond the arc, drives inside, kicks it back out, looking for Walker, loses it for a moment, able to regain control. Whitaker, a three ball in and out, won't go. Give the rebound to Kate Rollins. John, I believe, her second.
Yeah, good board by Kate Rollins there. It looked like Malin Howell was going to fire for it because it slipped through her hands. But that's what you want, defensively rebounding everybody.
Inside, Sayre not going to be able to connect, but fouled on the way up, so she'll have 2 shots coming up with 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Actually, it's the 0th quarter, according to the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's the second foul on Annie Coriel. Pretty quickly with 2.
First one for Sayre is no good. Howell will come out of the game. Sydney McDermott will check back in.
Just got to stay a little more solid at the line, lean back a little bit on that. Normally a good free throw shooter, so wouldn't surprise me to see her make this one.
Second one all the way is no good. 0 for 2 on that trip. Now the Pirates in transition. Whitaker, a corner three off the mark, won't go. Rebound goes to Sayre. She'll back it out, top of the key to Deaver. Andre loses the handle, unable to regain control. Whitaker looking for the steal. Looks like Coach Howell going to try to set something up here with just a little over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Sayre inside, breaks by her defender and able to finish at the glass for 2.
Good job by Sayre to feign like she was going to use the ball screen, gives her a little advantage going to her left.
On the other end now, Rucker, a runner from the right side, won't go. Give the rebound to Kate Rollins, her 3rd of the game here in the first quarter. 11-5, 6-point lead, 40 seconds to go. Step back 3 for Deaver is good, count it.
May have got away with a push off. But with the no call, she just steps back and drills the 3, a 9-point lead for the Siders.
Yeah,
it's a good call.
Yeah, I figured it was either going to be a call on out of bounds on Rucker. It was going to be a push. It will be a push. That was on,
I believe, Kate Rollins.
Yeah, Kate Rollins.
Well, the baseline official was going to call her out, but she didn't see the contact. That's good officiating by the outside official who sees the push. I mean, more times than not, you're not going to just run out. But as an official, you have to see it.
So Kiara Kennard will inbound on the baseline for Portsmouth West. Or excuse me, for Wheelersburg, top of the key. And mid-range jumper on the way, won't go for Rucker. Gives the rebound to Kate Rollins. Now on the other end, Sayre once again off the glass for 2.
An 11-point lead already for the Senators tonight. just coming out with a ton of energy.
Wheelersburg looking to steal one at the buzzer. Walker won't get it to go off the glass, and we will not. I think officially we have a jump ball, but nonetheless, that'll be the end of the first quarter. A 16-5 lead for Portsmouth West. We'll take a quick break. You've been watching Ohio High School girls basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Start of the second quarter here. Coming out of the break, we have a Brock Netter sighting on the far sideline. John, always nice when we have somebody else to come out here and watch these games with us.
Yes. Always. Great start for West. 7 for 11 in the first quarter from the field, while holding Wheelersburg to only 2 of 13.
So we are having a quick problem here with the scoreboard. I'll take care of it in a second. Wheelersburg coming up with the steal.
Only the third turnover for West.
Should be all squared away now. Whitaker looking down low, intercepted by McDermott, going the other way.
Deaver.
Another three ball from Deaver. Back iron won't go. Give the rebound to Eaton of Wheelersburg. 2-on-3, counted 3-on-3. Fast break for Wheelersburg. Whitaker, a mid-range jumper, fouled on the way up. And she'll have 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, first time going to the line for the Pirates so far tonight. Foul is on Charlie Jo Howard, her first. Only the second for the Senators.
First one for Whitaker is good. That brings the margin down to 10 with 7:22 to go. And the second one is good as well. 2 for 2 on that trip for Whitaker, and the lead is down to 9 for Portsmouth West.
Yeah, breaks up an 8-0 run for the Senators that ended the first quarter.
Sayer just holding the ball at the volleyball line, directing traffic. Definitely not in a rush here with a 9-point lead in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're going to try to make the Pirates uncomfortable and make them play their game, which will make things a little easier for the guards for the Senators. Coach Howe getting them set back up.
Good ball movement here from Portsmouth West. Deaver in the corner now. McDermott now to Howell down low. Into the corner. Deaver thought about the 3 off the pump fake. Will shoot a mid-range jumper. Rolls around. Won't go. And we will have a foul on Sydney McDermott of the Senators. That'll hand things over to Wheelersburg.
I'll tell you what, though, before that was really good work by Howe to not just force up a shot. She looks back out. Deaver gets a pretty good look, just unable to get it to fall. After only missing 4 shots in the first quarter, the Senators have missed the first 2 here in the second.
McKenna Walker will bring it up the floor for the Pirates. Entry pass to Walker, now into the corner to Mia Vastine. I believe the first time we've seen her tonight, John.
Yeah, only a sophomore. Very good athlete.
Walker to the right side, moving mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Sayer, another rebound for Portsmouth West.
That's a 3rd rebound already for Sayer. That's going to be a charge, though.
We have an offensive foul charge taken by Vastine. That'll be a turnover for Portsmouth. Actually, it won't be a turnover it will be a turnover for Portsmouth. I wasn't sure if they called it a turnover and a foul or if it was just one or the other. But
oh no, it's bad for your overall line in the box score because you get a foul and a turnover. And she made the shot, of course.
It was kind of a tough, besides the fact that it was a foul, kind of a tough shot for Sarah. Eaton on the right side, dribbles inside, going up for the layup off the iron, won't go, give the rebound to Howell. And we'll have a quick foul on Macy Eaton.
Yeah, only the third on the Pirates. Her first. Yeah, the Senators haven't scored for a couple minutes here, so look for them to run maybe their best set here to try to get an easy basket or a good look. Wouldn't be surprised if they go high-low between their two bigs, as they do that very well.
Deaver picks up her dribble, hands it off to Howard. She's guarded by Whitaker at the top of the key. Screen from Howell inside, in some trouble, and eventually intercepted by Eaton. Going the other way, pass over to Vastine off the glass and in. 16-9 lead now for West. Going the other way now, Howell inside, up with the right hand and fouled. That'll send her to the line, shooting two.
Yeah, in the first quarter, West only had 2 turnovers. They have 3 turnovers already here in the second. That one leading to an easy 2 points for Vastine on the other end.
Second foul of the game on Macy Eaton. First free throw for Howell on the way and in. Lead now to 8.
I don't know if you can see the backspin on that on the stream, but that thing is gorgeous once it gets off her hand.
Jocelyn Tilley and Kate Rollins both checking back into the game for Wheelersburg and Portsmouth West. Second free throw is off the back iron and no good. Rebound goes to Jocelyn Tilley. Rucker looking for the baseline drive, cut off by Howell. Now Vastine inside, kicks it out, now finds its way to Whitaker at the top of the key. Mid-range jumper won't go. And I think we're going to have a loose ball foul, most likely on Whitaker.
I believe so, yep. But, you know, only their 5th, good hustle. You missed the shot, follow your shot, especially when it's only your first foul and you're as important of a player for the Pirates as Whitaker is. Good rebound for Kate Rollins. It's her 4th off the bench.
Portsmouth West looking to extend this lead. Deaver, a deep 3 off the backboard and out. Vastine, the rebound for Wheelersburg.
Pretty good look. Just unable to get it to fall for Howard.
Top of the key, Vastine, her first shot of the game is off the mark. Give Walker the rebound. Putback won't go. And I believe it'll be out of bounds on Rucker. Thought it may have been out of bounds on Howell, but it will go with Portsmouth West.
Yeah, that's going to be one of those team rebounds that one of those 50-50s. It's hard as an official. You just got to call what you see.
Deaver will bring it across the timeline for the Senators. Now gives it to Sayre, now to Howard. Looking for the backdoor cut there, just wasn't there. Good defense by the Pirates, and we're going to have a travel on Kate Rollins.
4 turnovers, 1 point in the first 4 minutes of the second quarter for the Senators. But they're still playing good defense, only giving up 4 points so far. So it's, they have to keep it up on the defensive end, especially if the offense gets as stagnant as it has been.
Deep 3 from Walker, got it.
Yeah, she's made 2 threes. Both of them have been pretty similar. That was a little more of a step back, but both just getting into the offense from the top of the key. She's buried 2.
Lead now to 5 for the Senators. Deaver hands it off to Sayre. One too many steps, another turnover. I believe, John, that is now 5 this half, or excuse me, just this quarter.
Yep, 7
for the Senators.
7 on the game so far, 5 in this quarter. And I was going to say, we're going to get a timeout from the Senators. Only a 30.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, Coach Howell's definitely just going to say, calm down. Right. You don't have to get in too big of a hurry. Now, where they kind of stood outside and kind of let things get stagnate, maybe that's something they want to eliminate next offense possession. but you got to not let McKenna Walker step into threes on the outside. If you're the Pirates, you love that. But for the Senators, you just got to regroup. I mean, you're still at 5, still a 2-possession game.
Right, and really with 1 point and 5 turnovers just in this second quarter, I think most teams would be pretty glad, and I'd say Portsmouth West pretty fortunate that they're still leading by 5 with the miscues they've had this quarter.
Yeah, for as well as they played in the first quarter, it's been pretty much the opposite on the offensive end. They're still doing a pretty good job defensively, only 7 points so far in the quarter. But they were looking to extend the lead, and Wheelersburg has answered back.
Into the corner, Vastine, a baseline drive, cross-court pass is off target and out of bounds. Turnover for the Pirates.
Wheelersburg's second turnover of the quarter.
Still a 5-point lead here for Portsmouth West. Deaver brings it up the floor. Entry pass to Howard on the right wing. Now top the key. Sarah, wide open 3 off the backboard. Won't go. Give the rebound to Kennard.
A good look. Just off target.
Pass ahead to Tilly. Now top of the key. Walker, another 3. Yes!
Yeah, Walker is money from the top of the key. That's her third 3. She is 3 for 4 from three-point range. The 3 makes all from the top of the key.
Portsmouth West looking for what would be their second, third, and maybe fourth points of the second quarter here. Sarah drives inside, kicks it down low to McDermott. Now back out to Sarah around the volleyball line. Sarah off the dribble. Nice find to McDermott off the glass for 2.
Yeah, you had to get some sort of penetration there. Good job by Sarah. And then to get the dish to McDermott for the layup. Extends the lead back out to 4. It's going to get Malin Howe back into the game for them on the defensive end. Lexi Rucker returned for the Pirates. For the Pirates, once again, just keep working your offense. You've done a good job of not really rushing things in this second quarter. It's kind of been a tale of 2 quarters so far, both sides offensively. What West did really well in the first quarter, Wheelersburg's doing the same in the second. Just getting a little bit more action from three-point range.
Oh, Walker's found herself wide open. I believe now 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, 3 of 4.
But she's 3 of 3 from the top of the key. The other one was a wing.
So. So 2:14 to go here in the first half. Crossed half court, entry pass to Rucker. Now down low to Whitaker. And she is fouled on the way up. 2 shots coming up for Whitaker.
It's going to be McDermott's second. Whitaker was 2 for 2. Was 2 for 2 at the line in the first quarter.
First one on the way from Whitaker, rattles around and drops. Lead now to 3 as Macy Eaton checks back into the game.
Yeah, Whitaker 3 for 3 from the line. So Charlie Joe Howard will check back in. As we said, it was a second foul on Sydney McDermott. 2 points, a block, and a rebound for her to go along with her 2 fouls.
Second one is good. 4 of 4 from the free throw line now for Whitaker. (19-17) lead here for the Senators. Just at the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
Yeah, this lead was up to as much as 11. Down to 2 now.
Ball nearly gets away from Deaver, able to regain control. Now Howell on the left side, trying to back down Eaton. Strong move with the left hand, yes.
Howell just using that left hand to her advantage, going baseline, getting a nice little lefty hook along the baseline.
Eaton a 3 on the other end, off the mark, won't fall. Howard the rebound for Portsmouth West, pushed ahead to Sayre. Mid-range jumper on the way, off the mark. That will not fall. Eaton the rebound.
Real quick on the trigger there for both sides.
Into the corner, Rucker now atop the key. Vastine, her second three. This one will not fall either. Rucker, the offensive rebound, out to Eaton. Rucker, a left wing three off the rim. Saved by Eaton, but eventually picked up by Lexi Deaver. She'll bring it across half court for Portsmouth West. Out to Howard. Now Howell, a three ball. Yes!
Woo! Maylin Howell has came to play tonight. Big time three for the senior. She's got
ball on the ground, taken away from Kate Rollins. Pushed ahead to Howard. Rollins thought about the three ball, instead hands it off to Sarah. Another mid-range jumper. This one connects, and we'll have a timeout from Coach Spradlin. Will be a 30-second timeout. Madison Whitaker will check back into the game for Wheelersburg.
That 7-0 run was in an instant for the Senators. A couple of bad looks, or a couple of quick shots for Wheelersburg, and the Senators make them pay. So really, if you look at it, if you're Coach Spradlin, just slow it down. We just got to run our offense. That's what got us back in this game. The quick shots are what has extended West's lead up to 9 now, with 31.9 left here in the first half. And Kate Rollins, 4 rebounds, a steal, and an assist so far off the bench for the junior, playing big-time minutes for the Senators.
So coming out of the timeout, Wheelersburg with all of their starting 5 in the game. Crenard will pass to Whitaker around the volleyball line. Now to Eaton.
They're going to try to get a good look, maybe for the last. But Emma Sayre is full denying McKenna Walker at this point.
7 to shoot for the Pirates. Into the corner, Whitaker. Step back, three ball on the way. Got it!
Big shot. Big shot from Madison Whitaker. Give her 7 at the half. Cuts the lead down to 6. Big time shot from the senior.
So that'll take us to the end of the first half here. A 26-20 lead for Portsmouth West. John, we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have pretty much everything from the first half, from stats to personal thoughts and a summary as well. So we will take a quick break. When we come back, we will have all that. 26-20, West leading after 1.
Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
26-20, the Siders leading after one. John, statistically speaking, how are we looking after one?
With the Siders, or the Senators, however you want to say it, like when I was in school, it was the Siders, because the West Side was a big thing then, but and some people still go by the Siders. In the first quarter, they were 7-11 from the field. They were 11 of 20 overall in the first half, 4 of 9 in the second quarter. Like we mentioned, with the 5 turnovers, really kept Wheelersburg in the game. And then that quick 7-0 run near the end of the half, before that Madison Whitaker 3, almost felt like it put the game away. But that 3 gave the Pirates some life. The Senators are led by Malin House. She's got 11 on 4 of 5 shooting. She hit a 3. She is 2 of 3 from the line. Sydney McDermott with 2. She got 2 fouls. Kate Rollins has not scored but has played huge minutes. If you watched our stream the other day, how we talked about Jeff Pica, Kate Rollins is doing the same thing off the bench, giving that effort and energy without having to score and making a big difference for the Senators. Emma Sayre with 8. She's 4 of 6 from the field. Lexi Deaver has 3, hit a big step-back 3 in that first quarter, and then Charlie Jo Howard has 2. For the Pirates, they are led in scoring by McKenna Walker with 9. She hit 3 threes all from the top of the key. She's 3 for 4 from 3 in the game so far. Next is Madison Whitaker. She had 7, including 5 in the last couple minutes there in the second quarter. Hit a big 3 right at the end of the half. Next, they have Mia Vastine with 2. Macy Eaton with 2. Now, a big story for the Pirates is Lexi Rucker has not scored. One of their leading scorers has not been able to find the range from the field. The Senators are doing a good job of making her into a jump shooter instead of being able to score near the rim. The Senators are doing a good job of making every basket difficult. Also for the Pirates, Anna Coriel, Kira Kennard, Jocelyn Tilley, and Riley Prather have not scored but have participated and given good minutes for the Pirates, including, I believe, 3 of those were in as they made a little run late in the half with Whitaker and Walker doing the scoring.
John, every time it seemed like Portsmouth West was starting to pull away with things, it was Wheelersburg who just more or less clawed their way right back into it. You talked about the Whitaker 3 at the buzzer, which, pretty tough shot from Whitaker. She knew she had to get it off, and I think it went in with about half a second left. So not a whole lot of time to spare on the jumper. 6-point lead for the Senators, and I believe Portsmouth West going to start off with the ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah, I think so as well. This might be a hot take, but I feel like you can tell when it's a good game if there's limited jump balls.
Right. If you don't count the one right at the end of the first quarter, has there been one?
No.
I don't think there has been. I don't know if that would officially go down as one. It was kind of a half-efforted whistle as the referee started to blow it, and then she realized, well, that's the end of the half or end of the quarter anyway. So
it'll actually be the Pirates' ball because they won the tip. So it's this is not necessarily a must-score for the Pirates, but it'd be nice for them to
make it a one-possession game, or at least get a 2 and cut it down to 4.
Yeah, get a good look here, make things tough, and the Senators are just going to keep trying to make things tough, keep them away from the basket, doing whatever they can to make them into jump shooters, which they've done a pretty good job of, but the 4 threes for the Pirates have kept them in this game.
Whitaker loses the handover to regain control. Pass to Kennard, now into the corner to Rucker.
Rucker trying to go to the high post. They're trying to get to the free throw line extended.
Hands it off to Whitaker to the left side, into Kennard in the corner. Baseline drive, fouled on the way up. That's Howard on the foul. And 2 free throws coming up for the senior, Kiera Kennard.
That's something she has to do. She didn't look at the basket in the first half, driving there. Now it's going to make her more of a threat, especially if she can convert these free throws.
First one on the way from Kennard is a bit too strong off the back iron. It remains a 6-point lead for the Senators.
Yeah, when I was going through the 4 players that had played for the Pirates, none of them had taken a shot yet. So you just have to make sure that the defense has to respect you.
Kennard not able to knock down either free throws. Howell the rebound off of the second. She'll let go a 3 on the other end, off the glass and out. Eaton the rebound for Wheelersburg.
Yeah, not a bad look for Howell. She buried one from the same area in the first half. Emma Sayre playing great off-ball defense right now on McKenna Walker, just not letting her get the ball.
This one nearly poked away by Sayre. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Walker. Just right place, right time for Walker off the glass for 2.
Yeah, as I say that, she almost gets a steal, and then the ball just finds its way to Walker. Give her 11 on the night.
Lead now to 4 for Portsmouth West. Down low, Deaver, guarded by 2 players, kicks it out. 3 ball on the way, will not go for McDermott. Offensive rebound for Howell. Her putback is off the mark, and eventually Whitaker the rebound for Wheelersburg. Pushed ahead to Rucker on the left side. Pass over to Whitaker on the right wing. Drives inside, up with the right hand, and fouled. It'll be 2 shots for Whitaker with 6:21 to go in the third. Wasn't sure if that was going to be on the floor or on the shot, but it will be on the shot.
Yeah, and Whitaker 4 for 4 in that first half at the free throw line. It's only the second on Sayre.
Whitaker not able to knock down the first. It remains a 4-point lead for the Ciders.
And this is where the Pirates have to make up some ground. They're 0 for 3 in this half from the line. This would be for a chance to tie it if they had been more efficient.
1 for 2 at the stripe, but now a 1-possession game for Wheelersburg.
Yeah, 8 for Whitaker.
Top of the key, Sayre over to Howard on the left wing. Howell kind of running the floater roll on offense for the Senators. However, that'll be a turnover for West. Hand things over to Wheelersburg.
Yeah, one of those nice and easy steals for Macy inside.
Rucker into the corner to Eaton. Now top of the key to Kennard.
Kennard's going to get things set up for him.
Whitaker wide open at the top of the key. Rattles in and out, won't go. Howell the rebound for Portsmouth West.
That was a big-time rebound by Howell.
On the other end, Deaver knocks down the left elbow jumper to lead back to 5.
One of the big things for West is the fact they have 5 different starters that can all make jump shots.
Deep shot from Whitaker off the mark. Will not fall. Offensive rebound goes to Macy Eaton, and Coach Spradlin will take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School girls basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
28-23, Portsmouth West out in front over Wheelersburg with 5:14 to go here in the third quarter. Coach Spradlin taking his third timeout, so Wheelersburg will have possession of the basketball coming out of the break.
Yeah, he used both of his 30s in the first half. A couple quick shots there for the Pirates. Probably just want to get this thing reset, make sure this doesn't get extended as you cut down the lead slightly. You want to try to do it a little bit more by being patient.
Kennard will get the inbound into Eaton. Nice find, nice finish from Eaton. Lead back down to 3.
Yeah, good job on the out-of-bounds play. Just running it nice and smooth.
Down low to Howell, all the way over to Deaver on the right corner. 3 ball will not drop. Walker the rebound for Wheelersburg.
Good look for Deaver.
Pushed ahead to Whitaker. Now Rucker, a mid-range jumper. Not enough on that one, and it'll stay here with Wheelersburg. Rucker still searching for those first points of the night.
Yeah, and Charlotte Joe Howard kind of had to just knock that out because Macy Eaton was going to sky above and pull that down.
Kennard once again inbounding, running out of time, and we'll have a 5-second call just as she was starting to inbound the basketball. That'll turn things over for Wheelersburg.
And that's where the Senators' communication comes in, because there's so many screens going on for the Pirates, and nothing was even remotely close to being open. Really good defense on the out-of-bounds play.
Kate Rollins checked in for the Senators during the timeout, so she is now in for Portsmouth West, yes, for McDermott. Sayer inside, kicks it back out to Deaver. Drive and kick offense here for Portsmouth West.
Really good defense by Pirates.
Almost poked away by Eaton, and Howell fouled on the way up.
She hit hard.
Foul was on. 100% sure.
It was on,
foul was on. It was on
Walker.
Walker. Foul was on Walker.
Yeah, like this is good officiating here, just kind of giving her a little extra time to compose herself before after taking the hard foul. But as I was saying, really good defense. Then they took a chance, and then it's going to end up with the Senators getting 2 free throw attempts here.
Eaton was looking, as Howell knocks down the first of 2, Eaton was looking for the pick 6 there and just wasn't able to get there in time. And that opened the back door wide open for Howell. Would have had a wide open too if she wasn't fouled on the way up. But able to knock down both free throws.
4 for 5 from the line. She's got 13 on the night along with 5 rebounds.
Now Wheelersburg looking to answer back on the other end. Eaton on the right wing.
Good cut.
Nice find from Eaton, and nice finish at the rim by Walker to lead back down to 3 for Portsmouth West.
One of the only things about playing full denial on defense, you are susceptible to the backdoor cut. Good job by Walker. Great pass by Eaton to connect.
Wasn't sure, John, if that pass was going to be able to squeeze through there, but just a perfect find.
Yeah, 13 points now for Walker.
Sayer inside, off the glass, tough finish for 2, lead back to 5.
If you've seen North Adams play, the matchup between Sayer and Kinley Jones would be dynamite. Both are about the same size, both incredibly tough basketball players. 10 points for Sayer, driving to the hoop there.
Eaton driving inside, Euro step, can't get it to go off the glass. Give the rebound to Malin Howell. She pushes it ahead to Sayer, now pass to Kate Rollins, back to Sayer at the top of the key.
Rollins can knock that down, but good job just getting the offense set up, knowing that it probably wasn't the best time to take that shot.
Sayer down the lane, up with the right hand, too strong off the glass. Macy Eaton the rebound.
It's a little too fast there.
Pushed ahead to Rucker, cross court, find to Whitaker, corner 3 ball is good.
Great pass from Lexi Rucker. Madison Whitaker with her feet set, knocks down the 3.
Howell going to work on the other end, off the rim. Put back attempt will fall for Malin Howell.
Good job by Howell staying with it. That left hand, once again, big advantage if you can use it right.
Kennard drives inside, kicks it out into the corner to Eaton. She'll bring it to the free throw line. Hands it off to Rucker, now to Kennard. Short range jumper, I believe, is blocked a slight bit by Howell.
It's a good timeout.
Be a 30-second timeout for Coach Howell.
Yeah, they looked a little winded, and when you don't play a ton of people, he uses his bench. I mean, there's 2 players that play. They both do a good job, but you're still playing 7 people most of the game. You got to strategically use those timeouts at times and But they looked a little winded there. Good timeout. For the Senators, they get a chance to extend this out. You know, a 4-point lead they could easily make into 6 or 7 on this possession. And, you know, if you're the Pirates, it's got to get a stop. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Get a stop. Don't take any extra risks. And just play good, solid defense. They make a shot, but make it into a difficult shot for them. 1:44 left here in the third. You know, the Senators have the possession arrow. So for them, if they just can keep this lead or extend it a little bit, that's about perfect for them, as they'll have the first possession of the fourth as well.
So Deaver going to inbound here on the near sideline right next to her own bench.
We did have a little water spillage during the timeout, though, and getting some extra cleaning.
Deaver gets it into Rollins, who hands it right back to Deaver. It's like a modified 2-3 zone here for the Pirates. Maybe a box-in one with
a little matchup.
Whitaker.
Here. Yeah.
Howell on the left side, driving with the left hand, counted in the foul for Malin Howell.
Yeah, it's you know, I feel like I just keep harping on it, but she's using the left hand to her advantage. She's just driving in. People don't know how to guard the left-handed player. She just went straight to her strong side and goes and finishes at the rim through the contact.
Foul was on Whitaker.
Yep. Yeah, she tried to take the charge. She just got there a little late. Or Walker. It was McKenna Walker.
2-5.
Yes. I think they said 5 originally.
Howell able to convert.
5 for 6 at the line. She's got 18 points.
Fastine, nice find over to Jocelyn Tilley, I believe her first points of the night.
Good job there. The Pirates bench hasn't done a ton of scoring, but they've given good minutes for Coach Spradlin. Getting a nice drive and kick, and good finish by Tilley.
.35 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I would guess it's going to be hold for 1.
That's kind of what it looks like from the body language so far here in this offensive possession, just trying to avoid a 5-second call and run down this clock and take the last shot, although Sarah in a bit of trouble, but eventually is bailed out by the foul on Mia Vastine.
She almost got the steal. Actually, probably not the worst thing for Vastine there, because it makes it to where Sarah can't drive while she was down going for that steal. 16.6 to play.
Inbound goes to Sarah, who brings it across half court now to Deaver, all the way to Howard. All the way looking down low for Howell. It's picked off. Give it to Rucker. 4 to shoot for the Pirates. And it'll be out of bounds on Portsmouth West. Only a 1/10 of a second remaining in the third quarter, so not exactly enough time for a shot. Going to have to be one of the old lob and tip plays, although they're going to try to get it off, and don't believe it was in time for Whitaker. So that'll take us to the fourth quarter, 37-32. West out in front. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Girls Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
37-32 is your score as we enter the final quarter of regulation here at Portsmouth West High School as the Senators are hosting the Wheelersburg Pirates in a pivotal SOC2 matchup here tonight. John, for the most part, West has led, I would say, for a majority of the game. I believe it may be a wire-to-wire game so far for West, although Wheelersburg may have had a lead in the first few minutes.
It was 6-0 early. So Wheelersburg has not led. They haven't tied either. So but it hasn't been all West. They've been in front, but they've pretty much used that early lead to just maintain throughout. We're having a legal screen.
Have an offensive foul on number 22, Lexi Deaver. That'll be her first foul, so she's not in any immediate foul trouble.
Guards don't set good screens, typically. So she probably thought she was stopped and just isn't something she does all the time. So good hands.
Looking for Walker down low, poked away by Howard, pushed ahead to Howell. And we'll have a timeout by the Senators, their third. It'll be a full timeout, but since we just came back from break, John, I reckon we'll keep it here and
I reckon you're right.
Chat about something.
Yeah, it's, for the Pirates, they really have to try to get something from Lexi Rucker. Unable to score so far, hasn't had her fingerprints all over the game like typically. That's, credit to the Senators. But if you're the Pirates and you want to make this comeback, I would say try to get her something in the general area of the basket. Might be block to block, but they have not really been able to get anything inside. It's been mostly outside drives and kicks, a couple backdoor layups. But for the most part, the Senators are not letting the strength of Wheelersburg bother them here. They're using their length well with McDermott and Howe on the inside. And I would guess, if you're the Senators, if you can get a driving kick for either Howard or Deaver, you want to. Even Rollins can shoot it, or Howell inside, and maybe let Sayer just go to work. You've got a lot of good options here. With Howell with 18 points on 6 of 11 shooting, Sayer with 10 on 5 of 8 shooting. Those two have been the big shooters today. But you've got all kinds of kids that can shoot it on the outside, so a lot of options for Coach Howe.
7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Sarah at the top of the key, guarded by Walker. She'll hand it off to Lexi Deaver.
Yeah, they're still not really coming set on those screens. They're just not getting hit on them. I think they're just going a little too quick on them.
Sayer to the left side, hands it off to Howell on the left wing. Still has her dribble. She'll hand it off to Howard. Patient approach so far here for the Senators, John. Howard loses it for a second, able to find Deaver going around, who puts up a runner and knocks it down for two.
Deaver's got 7. She saw a little window open and just drove right through it.
Now Eaton on the other end, up with the right hand and foul. That'll send her to the line.
Really good initial move by Eaton. Then pump fakes Howe, get her in the air. Got a chance to convert from the free throw line. They were only 1 of 4 in the last quarter from the line. Pirates really have to convert while they're here.
Eaton able to knock down the first. That brings the Senators' lead down to 6.
I'll say one thing. The Senators have a great support system, especially with the students tonight. They've been loud all night.
Second one is no good. Give Kate Rollins the rebound. She'll push it ahead to Sayer.
6 rebounds for...
I was getting ready to say, having some trouble getting it across half court. Just a Bit of a brain fart there for Lexi Deaver, who didn't really have any other option but either to pass it over back to Sarah or just throw it over her head and hope for the best. So that'll be a half-court violation for the Senators and hand it back over to Wheelersburg.
But, you know, if you're going to do that, just don't give up a layup.
Into the corner, Kennard looking for Whitaker, able to corral the pass, drives inside, up with the right hand, can't get it to go, give the rebound to Charlie Joe Howard. Going the other way, Sayre up with the left hand and blocked by Rucker, although Sayre able to come down with the offensive rebound, and Deaver knocks down a three ball, 42-33 Portsmouth West.
Huge play there. That's going to cause a timeout. Lexi Rucker makes the block, but Sayre sticks with it, and then Deaver buries a three. Give her 10 on the night. It's a full timeout with 5:56 left to play.
It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. 42-33, Portsmouth West out in front. You're watching Ohio High School girls basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
5:56 to play in regulation. 42-33 is your score. And Wheelersburg in possession of the basketball.
Big possession here for the Pirates. I usually don't say you have to get a basket, but you got to get something here, even if it's getting to the free throw line.
Baseline drive from Rucker, in trouble and toes the baseline. Another turnover for the Pirates.
She had Kennard open on the opposite block, just may not have seen her. The Pirates are going to come out into a little press now, three-quarters court.
See if the Senators are able to break this press. And eventually they are, as they get it across to Deaver, although it's taken away by McKenna Walker. 2-on-3 fast break for Wheelersburg. Rucker still looking for her first points as she's not able to convert the layup. And Whitaker will commit the foul around midcourt on Emma Sayre. That'll be the team's fourth and her second.
Yeah, they got the steal they wanted, and they got a good look, just couldn't convert the layup.
Annie Coryell will check into the game for Lexi Rucker. Don't believe we've seen Coryell in the second half.
Played a little bit in the first. Good defensive player. We haven't really seen Sydney McDermott much for the Senators. There's been a lot of Kate Rollins here in the second half. I don't know if she knew she was being guarded.
Sayre off the dribble, going for the runner and fouled, I believe, on Whitaker again. So that'll be her third and the team's fifth. 2 free throws coming up for Emma Sayre.
Yeah, Sayre 5 for 9 from the field, has 10 points, but is 0 for 2 at the line. Big shots here with 5 minutes left, just under 5 minutes left to try to extend the lead into double digits.
Lexi Rucker going to check back into the game for Kiera Kennard. Made free throw here would make it a 10-point lead now for the Senators. And it is.
Biggest lead since the first quarter when they're up 16-5 after one.
Coryell across the timeline, drives inside, brings it back out around the free throw line, now pass to Rucker. She takes it inside, up with the right hand, can't get it to fall, give the rebound to Deaver. Nice pass from Deaver over to Sayre, nothing there. Back to Deaver, top of the key, all the way over to Howard, who lets go a 3-ball. Yes!
Big time shot from Charlie Joe Howard. A 13-point lead with 4.5 to play.
Walker at the top of the key, into the corner, Coriel. Her first shot of the night is good.
Big shot from Coriel to kind of calm a little bit of the crowd there, but they don't get into their pressure.
Ball in the hands of Rollins. She'll hand it back off to Sayre, who takes it inside, up with the right hand and fouled. That'll be on Macy Eaton.
It's a good foul. I mean, don't give her the layup. They didn't let her get her hands up either to even get the shot up. Sayre, 1 for 4 at the line, has a chance to atone for a couple of those misses right now.
First free throw for Sayre is good now, 2 of 5 from the line.
Yeah, and they need Sayre to be able to make these because she's going to have the ball in her hands a lot in this last 4 minutes. So they'll probably be looking to foul her a lot, especially if she struggles from the line.
Second one is good.
3 for 6 now, but has made her last 3.
Coriel around the free throw line, pass to Eaton on the right wing. Fake the handoff to Whitaker, now gives it back to Coriel. Screen from Eaton, and it's going to be an illegal one. That'll turn things over for Wheelersburg.
Yeah, just stuck her shoulder out a little bit. One thing I want to throw out, McKenna Walker was 3 for 4 from 3 in the first half.
I think she's taken another one.
She has not taken another one since. She made 2 layups in the third quarter, but has not gotten another jump shot since then. Since they put Emma Sayre on her, she's shut her water off. Done a really good job.
So Wheelersburg calls their final timeout. It'll be another full timeout.
And Heya's on now, so.
We've had a pretty solid soundtrack. Lowrider was playing there for a minute, taking me back to the George Lopez days, watching it at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, the West does a really good job with their in-game entertainment. Like I mentioned, they have a huge crowd here tonight. There are approximately 700 kids in our general area tonight.
Pretty close.
Yeah, to go along with a big student section. This is a big crowd for this big-time game for the Senators. And they have
swinging the cider towels, too.
Yeah, they have. I'm going to say the Senators have not disappointed their crowd tonight with their effort and energy. 3:40 left with a chance to. Obviously, with a 16-game league schedule, they would still have 3 to go, but they'd have 3 games to win 2 to at least get a share of their first ever SOC2 championship. They're 3:40 away from getting another step closer, and that's something this crowd is excited for and really has shown out here tonight for the Senators.
And, John, the great thing about picking up a win here for Portsmouth West, besides the obvious, is it gives Wheelersburg 2 losses, which gives them a little bit of wiggle room headed into the last 3 games. Only have to win 2 out of the next 3 league games if they are indeed able to pick up a win here tonight.
Yeah, and I think it would lock up the 2 seed in the district as maybe North Adams could lose, but I don't see it happening. And while Wheelersburg would be playing for either the 3 or the 4, Eastern Brown will have a similar record after a game like this, and Adina has a similar record as well.
Howard able to come up with the loose ball pass, now back to Deaver, now back to Howard.
So Wheelersburg's going to look to use their length and athleticism to cause some issues here for the ball handlers. Good job by Howard.
Howard inside, blocked away by Rucker. Offensive rebound, give it to Howell.
I think she walked, yeah.
And she'll be called for a travel.
Lexi Rucker with her second block. If you can't make it happen on the offensive end, you got to do it defensively. And she's done a good job today on that end.
Coryell brings it up the floor for the Pirates, passes it over to McKenna Walker, guarded by Emma Sayre.
Really good defense by the Senators, running some clock as well, not making anything easy at all for the Pirates.
Coryell inside, scoop layup will not fall, but she is fouled. That'll send her to the line, shooting 2.
Good job by Coryell. They're kind of stagnant offensively, so you got to just try to get to the basket, and then it's best case scenario would have been to make the shot, but now she's got a chance to score with the clock stopped.
So Coryell at the line, trailing West by 12. First one is good.
We'll give her 4 all in this quarter. Hit that big corner 3. That after it's been a 13-point game. Keep in mind, Wheelersburg is out of timeouts.
Yep.
I know we have said it, but they are out of timeouts. They do have the possession arrow, but the Senators are also in the bonus.
2 for 2 on that trip brings the lead down to 10 as Mia Vastine checks back into the game.
And I like this
for the Pirates.
You set up your defense by making that sub.
And the pass from Rollins is off the side of the backboard. That'll turn things over for Portsmouth West.
And
hopefully we don't look back on that later tonight thinking, man, that was the turning point of the game. Wheelersburg will inbound on the baseline. I believe that's Vastine. Gets it into Walker. Back to Vastine. Corner 3 ball is no good. Rucker the rebound and her first 2 points of the night on the putback.
Good job by Rucker. We're going to have a charge. Woo.
Going to be a charge on Deaver. Another turnover in the last 2 possessions.
6 turnovers in the quarter for the Senators.
So Wheelersburg once again inbounding underneath the basket. Vastine gets it into Rucker inside with the left hand, and just like that, 4 points for Rucker.
Yeah, just getting her going a little bit has cut it down to 6. And it's
this
gonna be a steal.
Poked away by Vastine, going the other way for Wheelersburg. Walker, top of the key, passes it off to Whitaker. Mid-range jumper on the way. Rattles around and in. Lead is cut to 4. Howell inbounding. You kind of had to figure eventually we'd get a Portsmouth West timeout, which we will. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Girls Basketball right here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
48-44 is the score with 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. John, just like that, Rucker able to garner her first 4 points of the contest, and the Pirates are able to cut down this lead to just 4 points with 1:33 to go in the fourth.
It was up to 13. Annie Coryell hits a corner 3 to cut it to 10. It got back up to 12, but since then it's been all Pirates.
Howard, the inbounder, gets it in to Howell. She hands it off to Sayre.
Vastine got a hand on that ball, almost knocked it away.
And it'll be out of bounds on Wheelersburg. It's tough to tell what the call was originally. I thought it may have been a foul. Just a ball out of bounds on the Pirates. Deaver will inbound on the far sideline. Able to get it into Sayre, who picks up her dribble, able to find Deaver around the half-court logo. Deaver drives inside, up with the right hand, and foul. That'll send her to the line with 1:13 to go in regulation.
And it's a 2-shot foul, which is a big difference than the 1-and-1. When you're just holding the ball, you get really stagnant. You're not playing in the flow of the game. So that's a big job or a big play there by Deaver to still attack the basket.
Portsmouth West now in the bonus as Deaver knocks down the first. Annie Coryell checks back into the game for the Pirates.
Deaver with 11 points, 6 of those have come in the fourth.
Kate Rollins will come back in for the Senators as Deaver is 2 for 2 from the line, bringing the Senator lead to 6 at 50-44.
You got to try to keep them outside. Don't let them shoot a three, really, I like that from Vastine. She's going to go to the line now with the 1-and-1, where she has not been tonight. But, like I mentioned earlier, when Coryell went to the line, you got a chance to score with the clock stop. And with only 1:06 left, that is really ideal.
So Vastine will head to the line shooting the 1-and-1. Sydney McDermott looking to check back into the game. John, you mentioned how we really haven't seen a whole lot of McDermott here in the second half. She'll come in for Kate Rollins, who we have seen a lot of.
Yeah, I think McDermott gives them a little more ball handling against the pressure that they're going to be facing. Rollins has had a whale of a game, though, for the Senators.
First one from Vastine is all on the way and off the mark. Deaver the rebound, and she is fouled by Vastine. Deaver will head back to the line on the other end.
You have to foul quickly if you're the Senators. Deaver, with 12 points, has a chance to extend that, having a huge fourth quarter for the senior.
Deaver able to knock down the first, so she will get a second. For a second, looked like Rollins was going to check back in, but she will not.
He's going to send her now. Yep. To set up the defense.
Although she won't get a chance to, as Deaver not able to knock down the back half. Now on the other end, Vastine out to Rucker. Mid-range jumper on the way is good.
Yeah, for Rucker, she just had to see one go in. Since then, she's 3 for 3 after struggling in the early going. Yep.
Foul will be called on Madison Whitaker. That'll send Howard to the line, shooting two in the double bonus.
Yeah, first time to the line for Howard. She's got 5 points with that big wing three that she hit. That put them up 13, which at the time felt like it was the dagger, but it has been anything but that so far. I don't think they've had to do that subbing much because Rollins had known coaches. Should be a 2-shot foul. Yeah.
I tell you what, John, if anybody's getting their exercise tonight, it's definitely Kate Rollins.
Yeah.
She's made multiple trips to the scores table and then just had to come right back.
Now she goes. Once Howard gets the ball, because you're setting up the defense, you want to make sure you make the free throw, of course.
They weren't able to last time, and this time Howard will knock it down. Rollins will come in for McDermott.
I think it's kind of a common sense thing, but I learned it from Coach Mike Noska with Wilmington. When they would press everyone every second of the game, that was how they set up their press.
Coryell hands it off to Whitaker, out to Rucker, who is not able to come up with the pass cleanly, able to regain control. Now hands it off to Vastine into the corner. Coryell, a contested three ball off the glass, won't go. Although Coryell comes right back up with the ball, puts up another three, will not go.
I hope that's a cramp. Okay, that's good. 16.6 seconds left. We have Madison Wicker down with a cramp. For the Senators here, they have to, first off, get the ball in. You still have a timeout left. Once again, though, the Pirates have the possession arrow. So they have the possession arrow. So if they can get a tie up, get a tie up. If not, you want to foul immediately. Really, outside of Howell, they haven't shot the free throw really well. So you just got to foul whoever gets the ball. And you just got to try to score in a hurry. Then with the no timeouts left, it's going to be tough. But the Pirates, if you're a Wheelersburg fan, you got to be proud of the effort they've given, coming from down 12, cut it down to 4 here in the fourth.
So Howard will inbound on the baseline for the Siders, able to get it into Sayre, who is quickly fouled by Vastine. That'll send her back to the line, shooting 2.
Now, Sayre is 3 for 6 from the line, but has converted her last 3 attempts. The junior has 13 on the night.
First one for Sayre is good. That brings the lead to 7.
14 on the night for Sayre. Another make here likely completely puts the game away unless some disaster happens.
Second one is no good, but Howell, the big-time rebound. Sayre around half court. She'll hand it off to Howard, who is fouled with 9.9 to go in the fourth.
Yep, and that'll do it. Big time there for Malin Howell. Didn't even attempt a shot in the fourth. That was her 9th rebound to go with 18 points. Just a really good game for the senior. With Howard 7. Where Howell didn't score in the fourth, but you've gotten Deaver and Howard, who didn't really score in the first 3 quarters, have been huge for the Senators here in the fourth.
2 for 2 on that trip for Howard. Kate Rollins will once again check in, John, with 9.9 to go in the fourth quarter, 9-point lead for the Senators. Coriello let it roll, pick it up at half court, hand it off to Vastine. Rucker, top of the key three, will not fall. Give that rebound to Rollins and gives the win to the Portsmouth West Senators. They come away with the victory, 55-46.
Big win for the Senators, protecting the home court. The only 2 losses in the last 70-plus games in SOC play for the Pirates have come to this Senator team. Just an outstanding group for West. They've got some of their biggest fans out there celebrating with them at half court.
So Portsmouth West moves to 16-1 overall, 12-1 in the SOC2. Now a game up, I guess a game and a half up on the Pirates, who are now 14-2, 10-2 in the SOC2. Both teams look to play their next games this Saturday at, we'll just call it the Eastern Brown Shootout, because I'm not 100% sure what the official name is, but Portsmouth West once again will take on Mercy McCauley, whereas Wheelersburg will take on Goshen. I believe those games are 2 games apart.
Yes.
So we will take a quick break, and when we come back, John will have all the stats from tonight's contest. And we'll just wrap things up here from Portsmouth West High School. We'll be back in a moment.
Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
55-46, the final here from Portsmouth West High School. John, give us what you got, statistically speaking, from tonight's contest.
Yeah, tonight, 55-46 win for the West Senators /Siders, two games closer to their first ever SOC2 championship.
There we go.
Yeah. For the Pirates, they were led in scoring by McKenna Walker and Madison Whitaker with 13 apiece. McKenna Walker was 5 of 8 shooting. She was 3 of 6 in the first half. Emma Sayre did not allow her to get another jump shot off in the second half. Huge defensive effort by Sayre on Walker, who's one of the elite shooters in Southeast Ohio. Whitaker knocked down a couple big threes. Walker hit 3 threes for the Pirates. Next was Lexi Rucker, who didn't score until late in the fourth, but really her scoring, she got 6 quick points, helped give the Pirates a little bit of life. She finished with 6. Macy Eaton finished with 5, as did Annie Coriel, who's 3 in the corner. Really jump-started their comeback effort, cut it from 13 down to 4 pretty quickly. 2 points apiece for Jocelyn Tilley and Mia Vastine. For the Senators, they were led tonight by Maylin Howe with 18 points and 9 rebounds. All 18 of her points came in the first 3 quarters, but just was dominant around the basket, 6-10 from the field, hit a 3. Really good overall night for her. Emma Sayre with 14 was next. Lexi Deaver with 13. Deaver had 8 points in the fourth quarter. Charlie Jo Howard finished with 8 points, 6 of which came in the fourth quarter. So huge fourth quarters from the senior guards of Deaver and Howard, and then Sayre helped put it away at the line as well. Then 2 points for Sydney McDermott, and Kate Rollins and Alicia Andre did not score, but each gave big minutes, especially Rollins. Rollins finished with 7 rebounds on the night, no points, didn't take a shot, but only 1 turnover. Just a really good overall game off the bench for Coach Howe. And they needed everybody. They needed all 7 of those players to get the win. And they rose to the occasion tonight for the Senators.
So once again, with the win, Portsmouth West 1 game closer to their first ever girls basketball SOC title, now at 12-1 in the SOC2. That only loss coming to Waverly. Wheelersburg moves to 14-2, 10-2 in the SOC2. For all the Wheelersburg people, like we mentioned a bit earlier, we will have coverage of their game against Goshen this Saturday at Eastern Brown. So
I ain't afraid of no Goshen.
That should be a fun one. But with that, I believe that's all we here at Southern Ohio Sports Authority have for you tonight. Alongside John Bruce, I'm Dewey Daly saying so long from Portsmouth West High School. Once again, the final. Portsmouth West 55, Wheelersburg 46. Have a great rest of your night.
Wild Wild West.